Alright, starting on a Saturday night, and I'm gonna do my usual while I wait for people to join. I'm going to make a video. Oh man, I didn't let my phone run down there. Oh, that'll be fine. 20%. I just saw the red thing. Anyway, okay, so set up. Oof, okay. Alright, I gotta work something out here. Oh dear, Michael Chicken's in charge. I just realised I need to look up how to serve this one. Julian rocks glass. Okay. Oh, yeah. And I'll put the banner on. Okay. Get this shit ready. Okay. And put this here. Actually, this is going to take me just a minute to get organized. I'm going to chill this glass. Let's get chilling like a villain. Chill that glass. Okay. That's a bit of fun. Okay. Weird. Okay. Getting this stuff organized. What are we doing here? No garnish. Okay. Alright, I should get some of these things ready. Okay. This will just take a minute. Alrighty, getting all this together. Okay, and we bring this over here. Now we're going to do NAR. Okay, mixing glass. Now, I need to get absinthe. Not this. Okay, that's for another one. Okie dokie. So, what are we doing? Brandy, whiskey. Alrighty. Brandy. Got to decide on a whiskey. Alright, this one. Whiskey. Amaro, Montenegro, and green chartreuse. Maraschino. Okay, quite a lot of ingredients in this pocket. Absinthe. Holy cow, this is a lot going on. Okay. 30 mils brandy. Start by pouring that anyway. Chills brandy. 7.5 mils of Haru. Let's get that happening. Oops. A little bit too much. Okay. Dookie dookie doo. Let's turn this on. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But let's do it. Let's go. Good. Should have thought of that. Okay. Okay. Do that. And do this. Like, what the fuck? What happened then? That got me pissed off. Okay. What was I thinking then? Okay. Wow, we do that. Oh man, it's annoying. Okay. See what's going on over here. Turn it up, turn it up. Turn that on. Turn this on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stupid things doing stupid things to me. Technology is pissing me off at the moment. It's too much. It's about right. Right, you will, right. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is called a Churchillian, as in fit for Winston Churchill. He was a serious drinker, so this must be a serious drink. Great flavours. It is a pretty serious drink. There's a lot of ingredients, so I'll get straight into here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, we want to put 1 ounce or 30 mils of the brandy of your choice, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of the whiskey of your choice. Then I'm putting in 1/4 ounce, around 7.5 mils of Amaro Montenegro, same amount, 1/4 ounce, 7.5 mils of green chartreuse, and then 1/4 ounce, 7.5 mils of maraschino liqueur, and throwing in just a dash of absinthe. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And then we're going to serve this like a Sazerac, strained into a rocks glass, no art. Then we're going to serve this like a Sazerac, straining it into a rocks glass, no ice, no garnish. Churchill certainly did like a drink to accept. Oh, fuck you, ice. Churchill certainly was renowned for his excessive drinking. I think he'd appreciate this one. But do it in moderation, everyone. The Churchillian. Cheers. All right. Now I'm going to sit down. Seems like a very quiet night. That's okay, I don't mind quiet nights. Ooh, I might play some Red Dead online. Turn that off. Move it over here. And Bronga Machera. Ecco. Alright, chickens go away. Oop, now adjust my camera. There we go. Let's put those back here. These are very, very quiet start to the evening. Guess we'll see how it goes. It's worth sticking around. I just shoot a couple of videos. Oh yes, I had a grand old plan there. Despite the fact this cocktail officially does not have garnish, I'm putting garnishes in mine. Oh, a bit of pith on that. Taking the pith. And gonna get a cherry. Okay. What is the meine cherries? Seriously, where'd I put them? There they are. Oh, on my phone too. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's move a few things. And I'll see what's happening. Come on, I'm going to do free roam on Red Dead. And I'm going to have a little drinky while I wait for it to load. Okay, let me share the loading screen. Okay, sharing screen. Red Dead. Oh. Oh, fuck. What are you doing to me? Oh, I just realized what I gotta do here. Alright, let's see what we can see. Red Dead Online, if it's gonna work, because it's a bit temperamental, honestly. At least they're pretty loading screens. Quite like them. Okay, this is taking longer to load than usual, which could be a sign that's not gonna. Oh no, there we go. Oh shit, where am I? And where is my horse? No, that's someone else. That's my horse. There's my horse. All right, what are we going to do, horse? Let's look at the map. All right, so there's someone right near me. What's happening on the big map? No major things. Where are we? We're there. There's someone up there, a stranger. All right, go up and see what they're doing. Visit a stranger. A stranger is just a friend you haven't met. I do have abilities. Dual wielding, no. Little more damage on horseback. Yes. That one. Okay. That's the one I want. I like scoped weapons in this game. Not in all games, but I do in this one. Oh, I should buy a shotgun, actually. I'm worried about being attacked by bears and cougars and wolves. It's something that drops them a bit quickly. Because they're a pain in the ass. Right? Okay. Getting off the beaten track a little now. Someone in this house. Who's here? Let's see who's here. A friend I haven't met. Oh, hello. All right, Granny. What's this about? All right, Granny, have a look at me.
You want some mama wax instead? Now, I suppose you ain't got time for eating. John's prison wagon. Some of them Russell boys being caught. They need sprung. Sprung sooner rather than later. Find 'em on the road outside Strawberry. Get along now. You see what you're making. Quick as you can.
Sure, Granny.
It's here.
You rude old cow. Yeah, get back to reading your pornography, honestly. What I got to do? Head to Strawberry. How far away is Strawberry? All right. And I will maybe feed my horse. Really? Am I out of oatcake? That doesn't sound right. All right. Away we go then. Why is my dead eye so fucking low? Drink some whiskey. There we go. My health core is shit too. Alright, that's looking a little better. Let's see what we see. This trip through the countryside. Here's one of these things where this game glitches a bit and doesn't actually start a mission. But I'll see. Give it a go and see what happens. He said, talking to himself. That's okay. Oop. I was tempted to chase one of them cows, but the moment's fast. We'll just keep on keeping on. Oh, was that a snake? Come on, just fucking keep going, horse. Don't throw me because of a snake. I also don't want to get bit by no snake. No, we're already in strawberry. Is there something else? Something else? I'm so poor I have to go and look in houses and maybe ransack them. Can I get in this house? Oh, that dead bird. Yeah, put it in your pocket. That's healthy. Okay, we got a perfect sparrow corpse. Hey, Strictly Sega. Well, you know, impromptu. Wasn't a date night tonight. So, you know, I'm just chilling out, seeing if anyone wants to come and chat. Doing a bit of Red Dead Online in the meantime. Hello, Heine. How you doing? Now, whose house is this? And can I get into it? Ooh, I mean, there's... Oh, no, that was trees. That's the sun through the trees. But there was a... Oh, is this the taxidermist? Check out the taxidermy in their yard. This more taxidermy. Oh well, I was let down. I can't get in that house. Alright. Anyway, going back to this town. Just chilling out. Oh, we're already here. Strawberry. Okay. Fast travel's unavailable. Well, man, if something would fucking tell me I was on a mission, that would be cool. I'm not seeing any sign of what I'm meant to do on this mission. What's that? I want that marker to go away. Honestly, what are you doing to me? Rooms for rent. Can I rent them? I'm not even sure what you can do in this online version of the game. Nope, I can't go in there. What's the good of you? Hey, Lucky, come on. You're going to blow this pop stand joint. Alright, that got rid of it. I forgot how to get rid of it. And man, it's dark. I don't really want to go wandering around in the dark. Is it like nothing telling me I'm supposed to be on a mission, but there's nothing showing me anything. I bet I can't fucking camp either. Okay, what's this with the lights down here? Chickens. Chickens. Nope, can't do anything. Alright, fine. Whatever. Ooh, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a horse. It surprised me for a second. That's where I came in. I don't want to go out the way I came in. Another way. Oh yeah, it's out past the jail. That's what we want. Yeah. Oof. Thanks, horse. What the fuck was that about? It's supposed to jump when there's something like that. Not very cash money of you. A camp. A small camp? I just want it right here. Why do I have to work out? We're in the fucking heartlands? I bet it's not showing up on the fucking map. No. Okay, this game's as annoying as shit. Honestly. You know, I'm just going to go wander off into the hills and get eaten by a wild animal. Well, that's only a fox. That's not dangerous. But you will be roadkill if you don't get out of the way, buddy. Okay, well, this is feeling pointless. Am I still that close to Strawberry? I thought I rode further away than that. Ugh, honestly. Just riding through the dark. I'm going to keep going this way. Fuck it. I'm definitely going to get attacked and killed by a wild animal, honestly. It's ridiculous. And, like, fucking nothing's happening. Why is... I swear, this thing is so annoying. It's a big lake. It's a big lake. Alright, this game's stupid. Quit. Yes, we're quitting because nothing's happening. The game doesn't work. Well, that was silly. I was doing that to pass the time, and it just didn't do anything. So now I'm just going to sit here and pass the time. And see what everyone's up to. If anyone's even paying attention. Is anyone awake? All right, so, what was the other one? Oh, goodness me. Looking at my cocktail video ideas to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just made the Churchillian, so it goes there. And I think it's going to do the 18th century Batavia Iraq. And I can have a really, just have a bit of a rant about Batavia Iraq is stupid. Oops, that did a thing I didn't want it to. Okay, so Batavia Iraq, which you can't fucking get in Australia for some reason. All right, Batavia Iraq. And back to my video ideas. The 18th century. Okay. Iraq's an alcoholic liquor typically distilled from the sap of the coconut palm or from rice. Between whiskey and rum. I don't know that that's even true. But uh, uh, yeah, I gotta get rid of that altogether. It's making my fan work very hard. 18th century. Okay, we serve that up in a coupe. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to make that next. After I make this. After I drink this. It's growing on me, actually. First I liked it, then I liked it less. Now I like it a bit more again. Actually, what does Difford say about Batavia? By the Dutch, Batavia, Iraq. Sugarcane molasses with local red rice. Yeah, what was that fucking person talking about coconut tree sap? What a moron. What a maroon. As Bugs Bunny would say, what a maroon. But you know what? I'm gonna give it. So I suppose I shake this one because it's got lime juice. Oh well. Created by someone who knows much more about cocktails than me, so I'm gonna try it and see what it's like. Oh, so there's this silly Windows game. So I think this is going to do an ad if I. Or is it? Yes. Oh no. Does this have a fucking pause button? Because I'm not even sharing it. Okay, no, I think I need to get out. All right. This is just an extremely silly little game. Just gonna. Oh, the sound stopped working. It's supposed to be little cricket sounds. Oh, looks like we're running too. There we go. Oh, hoiked that one for a 6. Nice. Oh, another big one. Playing slogs now. Oh, another one. Broke the scoreboard. Oh, cover drive. That's a boundary there. Oh, Fielder got that one. I think you can't get run out in this one. Just decides if you're going to do 1 or 2 runs. Decides for you. Oh, another nice cover drive. Just, ooh, that was a bit faster. Cheeky. Let's see if I can get 2. Oh, Shizer. Mixed it up. Okay. That was just a very random thing I decided to put on there. But it's gone now. Right, I'm going to make this drink called an 18th century. And then see what's what. That's a Churchillian. 18th century. Alright, I got it. Move some things and get ready. Get ready. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready, because here I come. Okay, I gotta put a bunch of stuff away. Put that away. Put that away. Put this away. These all go in the cupboard. So, I disappear into the mysterious cupboard of mystery. Where do I go when I'm behind the door? Do I go to Narnia? Maybe. Alright, I don't think I need anything over there. The Tavi I do. I need something out of here. I need white creme de cacao. And a passport to Narnia. And I do have the lime juice. Good job. Job me. Okay. Alright. While I'm getting ready. Use this ice to chill my glass. Cause I'm a classy motherfucker. Alright. Got that happening. Cause I'm a professional. Let's do this. put this here. Right, Batavia, Iraq, that's what I'm looking for. Wait. Oh god, am I gonna... Did I actually use it up? Okay, it's gonna be one of these times when I get really annoyed at myself if I used something up that I didn't think I used up. And I got myself all set. I'm looking at the wrong fucking shelf. Yep, okay, I'm going to use the last of the Batavia Iraq, I think. Puntanes and lime juice. Alrighty. Well, this is all good in the hood. Getting this ready. I get ready. Get ready. Okay, so Batavia Iraq 45 mils. And white creme de cacao, 22.5 mils. Alright, spilling stuff, making my bar sticky. Oh, God, that's rolling. Okay. White creme de cacao. Puntanes. Fuck's sake, I'm making so much mess. And lime juice. Okay, that's that. Put ice in the mixing glass. And we're actually going to shake this, I just remembered. Alright, let's make sure that glass is nicely placed. Is it looking good in frame? Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, nice wash line. Which reminds me, actually, what do we do with this? Take a picture. Oh, okay, you can stop now, little buddy. You've done your business. Okay. Take it a picture. Okay. Alrighty. Let's move along to the talking bit. Okay. Talkie time. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a cocktail from Phil Ward of Death & Co, someone who really knows their business with cocktails. It's called an 18th century. You do get quite a few cocktails that are the something century. I think the original one was the 20th century, which is from the early 20th century, but it was named after a train rather than the century. As that's a fairly well-known classic, a lot of bartenders come up with riffs that are kind of modeled on the structure of that, and they will call it another century. This one, for whatever reason, Phil Ward called an 18th century. And the reason I decided to try this one, besides the fact it's a Phil Ward recipe and Death & Co make killer cocktails, is it centers around Batavia Arak, which is Indonesian rum. I actually have some. This is almost the last of my Batavia Arak. It's super weird. That is incredibly difficult to get in Australia. And I say weird because it's from Indonesia, which is our neighbor to the immediate north. You would think it was very easy to get, but it's virtually impossible. And I don't think I'll bother paying as much as I had to get that, because although people talk up it's different, because besides having the molasses base that rums have, that it has a little bit of local red rice in the ferment as well. Maybe I will cop to having not the world's most subtle and refined palate, but this does not taste sufficiently different to other rums for me to go, oh, I must have that. I will probably just stick with rums that are easier to get. Having said that, I've made the 18th century, I've used proper Batavia Arak, and I'll have a little taste. And it is a nice blend of different elements in this cocktail. I'll show you how to make it right now. In our shaker, we put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of Batavia Arak. And then we're doing 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of white creme de cacao. And then we're doing 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of punt emez. And then rounding things out, we're doing 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils of lime juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and we strain that into a chilled coupe. This has a nice tropical vibe with the rum and lime juice, but it's also a bit earthier thanks to the punt emez. So I feel like this is an interesting halfway between something like a Manhattan and your brighter tropical drinks. So if you like either or both of those, I think you might like this. It's at least an interesting drink to try, and it's always good to try something new. If you do try it, I hope you let me know what you think of it. And just whatever you're doing, I hope you're taking care. I do hope to see you again soon. Until such time as I do, I will say cheers. All right, I'm going to make any more. Well, I don't know. I might make another video tonight. I don't fucking know, honestly. I'm a wild and crazy guy who can't be tamed. No one can tell me what to do. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make this drink sweeter. Maybe goosey boy. I'm going to add a little bit of my sugar syrup and shake it up again. Man, I'm making such a mess of it. Got my sugar syrup. Just a little bit. That's it, just a little bit. That is such fucking good sugar syrup. All right, shaky, shaky. All right, all right, all right. All right. Now I'm going to sit down. Okay. Here I go. Here I go now. Okay, this right out of the way, thank you. Pull my chair in, find out what the go is. So, what did you say? Don't think I've ever woken up from a piss up last 10 years with less of a hangover. Good. Well, that's always good. Okay. So, with a bit of syrup. Yeah, that's much more to my taste. Batavia Iraq's not a particularly sweet rum. All right. Now I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just going to put my garnish in there so they get more flavour as well. All right. Whew. Okay. Toast to the 18th century. Maybe it's a reference to when the Dutch actually colonized Indonesia and called it Batavia. Mm. Okay, see, now that's nice because you get initial light sweetness because I didn't I didn't sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Okay, I didn't add a lot of sugar syrup. So you get an initial quite light sweetness and then there's like just a light earthy bitterness, just very light bitterness from the Punta Mes. It's nice. The actual recommended garnish was a lime wheel, which I could not be asked. I do actually have some dehydrated lime wheels that I should get out and use as cocktail garnishes. I'm just very lazy. So but it's nice. Oh yeah, you're impressed? You picked that it should have a lime wheel? Yeah, it's that was the recommended garnish for it. Big jam, fucking good. Just ask me. But yeah. I mean, yeah, it would look nice, but it's just like, that's actually I just wanted to have that discussion and somewhat a rant about Batavia. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look up the place I get stuff from that has the rare stuff. Nick's Wine Merchants. Batavia. Wait, what the fuck? How did that's? Oh, it was a fucking ad. Fuck you. Fucking Bing, you fucking suck. They don't have Batavia, Iraq either. Okay, so I do not fucking trust Bing to fucking search something for me. So I'm gonna use Google. See if I can get it anywhere in Batavia, Iraq, Australia. Ooh, okay, we've got someone doing this. Yeah, that's fucking America. I can't buy from America. Can't fucking buy from America. I actually bought that from England and got whacked with 50% excise when it came in. Nusa Kanya to launch. Limited edition Batavia, Iraq. There you go. So, oh, that's right. Dan Murphy sometimes has Ceylon, Iraq, which is completely fucking different. All right, so I'm over 18. Yeah, it's fucking European. I can't fucking get that. God damn it. The Echuca Distillery does a coconut Iraq spirit, fermented and distilled from the sap of the coconut flower, lightly aged, a refined and subtle spirit reminiscent of new make rum and young grain whiskey. I mean, that actually sounds fun. Maybe I should do a weekend away with Mrs. Angry and visit the Echuca Distillery. Yeah. There's a few good Australian distillers. It's an unaged cane spirit, which they technically can't call rum, so they just call it white cane spirit. And some of them are quite good prices too. Yeah, that's what I heard. Echuca is actually a pretty good place for a holiday. But in terms of white rum, there's Archie Rose's white cane spirit. I got Jimmy Rum Silver. Husk are another one that do a white cane spirit. They can be very good. Technically not rum, but they're pretty good. All right, so the thing I was talking about is Batavia, which is what the Dutch called Indonesia when they were in charge, and the drink is actually called Iraq. So it's a rum that traditionally, besides just the molasses, has a bit of red rice in the ferment, which I don't think makes it taste particularly different to other rums, quite honestly. Possibly contentious statement. Rum wankers might get up in arms. Rum wankers aren't that common. They exist. They absolutely exist. Sorry, I cut my nails today, and all these bits of rough skin that used to be covered by nails, and they're really annoying me. Yes, there are rum wankers. They're not as common or as loud as whiskey wankers. Not even sure who's the worst, wine wankers or whiskey wankers. I probably feel like whiskey wankers are the worst because I encounter them more, because I don't drink wine, so I'm never going to be hanging out with wine people. So I'm not really going to run into wine wankers. There are probably more wine wankers, and they're more widespread, and they're more of a thing. They've been a thing for a longer time. Because my on-air sign is flaring out. Does it have to come closer? Yeah. Bring my on-air sign a bit closer. That's a bit better. Trying to think with the boozers, what are the people the biggest wankers about? Definitely whiskey. I'm thinking rum's probably second. You do get gin wankers as well. I think brandy wankers are a bit uncommon. They probably exist though. Yes, there was a funny film from a decade or two ago about the wine wankers in California. With what's his name? The guy. I bet you know Strictly Sega. Sideways. That's it. I knew you'd know it. I found that an entertaining film. What's that guy's name who's the lead? Because he's good. Hmm. I've been to whiskey. I don't know if being in one whiskey distillery counts as a whiskey tour, but I have visited a lot of whiskey distilleries, and I find that the people running the distilleries are very unpretentious. They're just really in love with what they're doing. Some of the people who go there are wankers. Paul Giamatti, yes. Oh, the best friend. He had a TV show for. Was he in Ned and Stacey? He was in Ned and Stacey, wasn't he? I think you might be right about Hayden, but am I right that he was in the series Ned and Stacey? Because that's where he got famous from a sitcom, and then he never really cracked it in movies. But I'm sure he had a decent career. Hopefully, he was wise with money. Ah, there you go. My trivia did not fail me. He rose to fame in Ned and Stacey. There you go. That's right. He was Sandman in Spider-Man 3. Yes. And they brought him back for the alternate reality crossover one, didn't they? Was he in that? I feel like he was in that. But yeah, he's done stuff over the years. You know, hopefully he's got a decent retirement fund. He has been in a bunch of movies. Okay, you know what? We should friggin' kill things. Let's turn Ned and Stacey. Thomas Hayden Church. That's his name. Okay, let's go for his IMDb. His real name's Thomas Richard McMillan. And he was born in a place called Yolo in California. That's ridiculous. Oh, there you go. He got nominated for 1 Oscar. Good for him. So he's in Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man 3, Sideways. So he's doing some TV in the last couple of years. Oh yeah, there was a TV series called Divorced, ran for a couple of years on one of the streaming things. Oh god, he was in Hellboy in 2019. Okay. Of course he was in Ned and Stacey. 46 episodes. There you go. He was in a movie called Heaven is for Real. He was a voice on the regular show. That's fun. He was in John Carter. Oof, geez, that movie stiffed. Yeah, no, he's done heaps. So long as he didn't, blow all his money on cocaine, he should be fine. Yeah, no, he should be absolutely fine. He's done heaps. Don't know why I'm worrying about Thomas Hayden Church's livelihood. I I love the Ron Perlman Hellboy movies. I actually don't mind the recent one. I don't think it's terrible. It's not as good as the Ron Perlman ones, though. Also, Ron Perlman's an absolute legend. Okay, just randomly, Strixia, Heaven is for Real. One of my favorite songs is Billy Bragg's I Will Be Your Shield, and I often select it to play when I'm getting dressed at the start of the day. It's like our song, Mrs. Angry and I, we regard it as our song. That we're mutually supportive of each other. We're each other's shield, have each other's back, that type of thing. I really like the song. And like when you do one of the music streaming services, you pick a song, uh, um, it will auto generate some that it thinks are like linked to uh, that song or to other stuff you've been listening to. So Billy Bragg gets a lot of folky stuff, which makes sense. But recently, when I've chosen it, a couple of odd left field ones have come up, or right field ones. Yeah, just like Pandora and any of the streaming services, Spotify. I use YouTube Music; they do it. So the reason I thought of it is there was a track in the suggested list, Reverend someone or other, and that I didn't listen to this. I should have. The track was called something like "When the God of Love returns, there will be hell to pay." I thought, okay, that sounds pretty fucking weird. It also suggested a couple Hebrew songs, and I listened to one of them because the title of this song was "Love Your Fellow Jew." And I swear to God, that sounded like a joke song to me. But I listened to it and it sounded very sincere. There was another one where the actual title was in Hebrew, so I have no idea what it is. Mrs. Angry and I were even speculating, like, does it know where I live? As in, the area where I live, 30% of the population is Jewish, so there's like a 1 in 3 chance that I'm Jewish. So I don't know. I don't know if it was doing that degree of matching, but they did it just because it was a folky kind of thing. But yes, talking about Heaven for Real just made me think of it. Oh yeah, well that's a good double. Shriekback and Spy versus Spy. Um, Particularly Shriekback. God, I was so into Shriekback in the 80s. Still love the music. Whenever I listen to it, I go, "Yep, this is still good." Um, Actually, saw Spy versus Spy live. They came to college. My vinyl of Harry's Reasons is signed by them. A few of my vinyls are signed, actually. Oh, Romeo Void. A Girl in Trouble is a Temporary Thing. Beautiful song. They also had one that was a kind of hit for them called I Might Like You Better If We Slept Together. So, yes, Romeo Void, they're a whole vibe. I don't have any eyes for this drink. Just having this urge to do my standard maker an old fashioned. Yeah, from memory, I quite liked Romeo Void's videos. I do that occasionally on YouTube. I'm just trying to pass the time, just play some music videos. And it can be fun to see what it relates to. You think I should have eggnog? I mean, I genuinely don't need much encouragement to drink eggnog. Maybe I will, actually. I could also go out and get a piece of ice. Like I was thinking of using the rest of the Batavia Iraq, make an old fashioned. Maybe mix it with some high proof whiskey. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go get some eggnog because I love that eggnog so much. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good palate cleanser. Do a few songs between each movie. All right, I'm gonna get some eggnog and be back. I don't know, in a minute or two. I'll just leave it there. It'll be fine. All right. I mean, eggnog was an excellent idea. Yeah. You'd also get some ice. Put that in there. Put this out of the way so I don't break it. Okay. Oof. There you go. Take a break at the same time. Nothing quite like a clipping some dog fur. That's fair. I mean, I'm just going to enjoy the eggnog because it's amazing. Oof. That is some top-notch stuff. I think my head's a bit shiny. I'm going to turn the light down a bit. That's better. God, my head was so shiny before. Cheers, y'all. Oh my God, that's just so fucking good. Love that stuff. Oh my God, that is beyond yummy. That's just awesome. I love the eggnog. It's super tasty. Now I'm just going to fucking drink it. Oof. So good. This is probably about 20% ABV. I never bothered to try and calculate. So it's it put you under the table if you're not careful. It's a risk. Oh, so good though. I will take the risk. I just can't stop drinking it. It's like I just want to sip to really enjoy it. Holy crap! You had 40 today. No, we had yesterday was 30 something. It was cool. Actually, there were little spots of rain today, which was unexpected. Dr. Jones, how are you doing this fine evening or morning for you? I'm just treating myself to some eggnog because Strictly Sake is a really bad influence on me and said I should go get eggnog. So I did. Oh, it's just incredible. Oh, so good. There's so much room to play with what you put in it. Oh, it's just the best. You're watching under the aircon, watching Blaxploitation. I actually rewatched Tenet today for the first time since it came out because I saw it in the cinema when it came out, and one of those things flicking around, and Tenet was and it just started, so it's like, oh, it just made me think I should watch this from the start. So I watched it from the start. It's a good movie. I can't believe people complained that the concept was too complex. Like they were literally asking, could I please have more stupid movies? Okay, you're the opposite end of the spectrum. 19 Fahrenheit. Got your space heater on. God damn. So Strictly Say you watch Black Gun, then Black Belt Jones 2, then Black Gestapo. God damn. Yeah, you can really immerse yourself in what's happening in Tenet on a second watching. It's really, really elegantly structured. Like, really mess with your head. Like, they're doing what now? Oh, that's okay. I mean, it was a very interesting concept. It was fairly risky to do it. But yeah, we all enjoy different things. But, I thought it was worth watching again. Oh, yeah, I thought you were a bit of a Nolan fan, actually. Nice. You're keeping warm with a White Russian. That's very shrewd. I'm doing fairly well, chilling out. Got to go back to work on Monday. So one more day before I go back to work. After having 3 weeks off, I won't know shit about fuck. Should be interesting. Oh yeah, Nolan really does some very interesting stuff. And yeah, he does get good support from the studio. Hey, Asafa. Smith's Double Crunch. Oh, Mad Max Oh yeah, no, you know me. I go on heaps about not liking spicy. Oh yeah, like literally, I have early alarms for Monday and Tuesday because that's when I go into the office. So Wednesday, actually, I think it was Tuesday afternoon. I set my Monday Tuesday alarms, and then on Friday, I set the whole week's. So it's like ugh. So it's like 6:30 Monday, Tuesday, and 7 the rest of the week. So oof. But also, the break has been so good, and I do actually feel quite invigorated and ready to really launch myself into work. So, but yes, oof. If I were independently wealthy, I would not be going into an office. I tell you that much. But all these people say, I don't know what I'd do with myself if I didn't have a job. And I would be so happy if I didn't have to work at a day job, honestly. I would definitely just amuse myself. Okay, I might finish with Batavia. Now there's two empty spaces on my rum shelf. Just crying out for me to buy more rum. Maybe I will. Actually, that's a bit in there. Just in there. Okay. Alright. Alright. Want a little bit of the sugar syrup. See how that goes. Just a little bit of sugar syrup. Yeah. Oop, that's probably enough. Possibly a bit much, even. But put that in. Ooh, now, how much Batavia Arak is actually left? Is it more than I thought? No, it's about what I thought. 2 ounces. Okay. And put that in. I think I'm going to put half an ounce of something high proof. Ugh, my prospectors drop. This is probably both the rarest and most expensive whiskey I have. Rare as in you can't buy it anymore. It was a very limited run which sold out. And it was actually, like, not as in, like, you know, those real weirdo collectors, expensive people who spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a bottle. It's not that much. But, like, I don't know, 5 bottles of Jack Daniels, I think I worked out. That was the measurement I was doing for how expensive one of my independent bottlings were. How many bottles of Jack Daniels could you get for this? That one's about 5 bottles of Jack Daniels. Hip to the pros decay. Well, see, it's a really fun thing. You go with a classic cocktail that says use whiskey. Make the same thing with rum. And honestly, the same deal with classic rum cocktails. Make it with whiskey and see what it's like. Because it's probably good. And the Pre Decay is a version of one of my all-time favorites, the Vieux Like, replace the rye whiskey with rum and the whole thing. But okay, that's a pretty bold old fashioned I've made there. I ended up pouring more of the strong stuff in than I meant to. But you know what? I'm a brave little soldier and I'll carry on. Okay, that's paying attention to the world there, Safa. Taiwan elections. Things that China says aren't real. But yeah, it's not quite like a classic rum cocktail. I think like Dan's have had some specials on Caribbean rums, which is like the traditional rums. I think I should get Australian rums. Probably need to go visit. There's a rum distillery like right next to Puffing Billy. People who know Melbourne know where I'm talking about. I haven't been there for a little while. I feel like I should go there because it doesn't take. Maybe take an hour to get there from my place. It depends on traffic and whatnot. But they have a bar and a restaurant as well as a distillery, and I've had a couple of their rums, and they're quite good. The Killick Distillery, and there's Jimmy Rum out on the Mornington Peninsula. I have a couple of theirs, but trying to think, does anyone else locally? Oh, I did actually have a rum that the Gospel Distillery made. It's a one-off thing they did. Yeah, like Dr. Jones. Well, there's significant differences between rums from the different parts of the Caribbean. I think sometimes people overstate the importance of where the rum comes from, but you get differences in how they ferment it, what type of still they use, how long they age it, what barrels they use. All those sorts of things will make differences. It's like traditionally, Jamaican rums are regarded as being really funky, but that's not limited to Jamaica. In fact, a couple of the ones I've got, in fact, the two local ones, Jimmy Rum and Killick, both do ones where they go, "Oh, we're all about the hogo." That's uh, what that sort of funky thing. You get the rums that have this really rich flavor, and it's kind of like overripe banana or overripe pineapple. The flavor that's in it. People generally call it funky, but yeah, I think the country of origin of rums is overstated. So again, hardcore rum people would be very angry at me saying that, but I'm not sure about saying, like, my favorite sipping rum is Diplomatico, which is, I think it's Nicaraguan. No, I'm just gonna double check. Actually, I should know this. Uh, where is the Diplomatico? Which is also on special at Dance. I was thinking of getting some. Venezuelan, not Nicaraguan, Venezuelan. I've got rum from the Bricks Distillery in Sydney, from Queensland Distillery, and from a Western Australian distillery. I've got Smith and Cross, which is a high proof Jamaican rum, which is really good. Got rum from Archie Rose in Sydney. I've got a Cuban rum. Oh, that's right. Artillery's from. In fact, actually, Artillery imported the rums, I think. Yeah. Okay. So this is some people in Melbourne who make various spirits, but they actually imported some Caribbean rums and aged them further in barrels here in Melbourne to get a unique sort of blend. So it's a whole thing. Hey, Harry. Coquito. Okay, Coquito is basically Puerto Rican rum. Yeah, it's basically Puerto Rican eggnog. So I made the Haitian version of it, which is called cremes. And that was actually a New York Puerto Rican friend of mine, Vino, one of the YouTubers who does cocktails. He's a New Yorker of Puerto Rican descent, and when I was experimenting with different eggnogs, he said everyone does coquito. Don't do coquito. Do this Haitian version called cremis, which is very similar to coquito. But yeah, it's basically eggnog, and instead of using egg, you put coconut milk and coconut cream in it. Of the two eggnogs I was actually drinking tonight, one of them had sweetened condensed coconut milk in it. And Mrs. Angry and I both agree, while the cremis was a fun experiment, it's probably tastes better with the egg. But this version of eggnog, where instead of using condensed milk, I used condensed coconut milk, fucking kicks ass, man. It's really good. It is very good. But yes, I'm with you, Harry. Coquito is good. Cremis is good. Apparently, all through Central America and the Caribbean, a lot of them have their version, which is like rum and coconut milk and coconut cream. And they'll have variations based on what exists locally. Oh, yeah. The Dominican Republic and Haiti are not getting on. Yes, you get all sorts of conflicts in the Caribbean and Central and South America. God, there's another one going on in South America actually that I think is actually quite nasty. But yes, you do get, some quite violent disagreements. Well, I guess that happens everywhere in the world, really. So it's a whole thing. Yeah, Harry, if you check my cocktail channel in the lead up to Christmas, I did a couple different eggnog variants, and one of them was cremis, Haitian cremis. And I improvised that. It's like you can't hold me down, man. I can't be controlled. I think it's regularly a bit scary in Haiti. There is Haiti, again, huge kudos to Haiti, the one successful slave revolution in the world. But yes, Europe and the West have fucking hated them for it ever since, and done a lot to destabilize them. But yeah, things can get a bit rough in Haiti from time to time, quite honestly. But like I said, massive respect for the Haitian people for having the one successful slave rebellion in history. And one that, like, by successful, I mean they were never overthrown by the colonizers and slavers. So go Haiti. And like I said, great big asterisk, not to say that bad things haven't happened in the meantime. Can be a bit rough in that part of the world. No two ways about it. But yeah, it's kind of like sort of trying to explain to people, uh, rum is really closely tied with slavery, because the history of rum is the history of sugar. Rum comes from places that had sugar plantations. And the history of sugar is the history of slavery. And that includes Australia in Queensland as well. Oh, yeah, I think I think people generally are good. It's just that I think sometimes the talk about violence in Haiti is exaggerated. Sometimes I think it's not exaggerated. Yep, it was. Well, apparently, originally, it was the slaves who were doing it, because the molasses, which is the final remnant of the sugar processing thing, was regarded as rubbish. And the workers realised they could ferment it and make booze, and that eventually became rum. So originally, it was actually the slaves and the field workers who drank rum, but rich people did end up refining it. Hey, yeah, Nathan. Yeah, I did not know about Welsh New Year till today. I was looking up, is today notable for anything? And yes, it's because if you follow the old calendar, today is the new year. Although, stuff, what you're saying about rich people, I have a rum from Queensland, from the Beanley Distillery, which is, I think, Australia's oldest rum distillery. And in fact, I think Kirsten validated that at one point, that the Beanley Distillery literally has distilling license number 1. So it's the oldest still operational distillery in Australia. Less famous than Bundaberg, but probably does better product. I'm not a fan of Bundaberg rum, even the high-end Bundaberg rums. But Beanley do some good ones. But I have this one called Inner Circle, and of course, Inner Circle is the special people, and that's from the Beanley Distillery, and it's called that because it's really high proof. They do like a 60%, and the one I've got is 75% ABV, and the folklore with that goes, these really strong, high quality rums were kept for like the board of directors for the sugar company. The hoi polloi weren't allowed to have them. So now they market it under the name Inner Circle. Yes. Oh, Dr. Jones, that's a good one. The Jack Daniels distillery, named after an actual person, Jack Daniels, is famous. But what a lot of people don't know is he was a former slave or a slave descendant, Uncle Nearest, who actually taught Jack Daniels distilling. And again, I think that was also, a slave thing. You got given shitty corn that people thought wasn't any good, and they worked out they could ferment it and make booze. But yes, Uncle Nearest taught Jack Daniels how to distill. And Bundaberg do make good ginger beer, actually. They make good soft drinks, generally. They fuck the rich people. Yes. Mosley. So Mosley got bricked and chased out of Merseyside. And also, when for those who don't know, Edwin Mosley was an actual Nazi, British Nazi, fan of Hitler, thought England should stop fighting Hitler and actually side with him. And there was a bit of support in the aristocracy for being a Nazis. And I think it was North London. The Nazis, Mosley and the Nazis were doing a march, and the working class Cockneys were just like, fuck you. So yeah, Nathan, Manchester, I think it's basically all the working class were just, fuck you, Mosley, you fucking toff siding with Hitler. I think it was the Battle of Cable Street, the one that happened in North London, where the Cockneys just fucking went all in against Mosley and the Nazis. I think the official name was, I think they were the British Fascist Party. I don't think they were the Nazi Party. I think they were the Fascist Party. But Mosley is a piece of shit. Oh, yeah. I think it was basically like the working class weren't buying Mosley's bullshit. He thought he could fool them. Yeah, okay, Nathan, you're confirming it was the Fascist Party. Yeah. It's so funny when people think, if you say calling someone a fascist, oh, that's just a trendy thing to say. No. Mosley was a self-described fascist. Dr. Jones. Okay, I think I might defer to Nathan on that, but I think Merseyside is Liverpool. Okay. Fun fact, Safa. England, America, the United States, and Australia all almost had fascist overtaking of the government. In England, it was like Mosley and some of the aristocracy. In America, I think it's called the business plot. You can look it up. And in Australia, you want to look up the old guard. The new guard got thing because in the opening of the Harbour Bridge, this guy on a horseback with a sword didn't like the New South Wales Premier. Sort of ran up on his horse and cut the ribbon ahead of the Premier. And that's regarded as lighthearted and whatnot. But the guy was a fascist. And the younger ones were called the New Guard. And the old establishment ones were the Old Guard. They were like yay close to doing a fascist overthrow of the government in Australia. So it's kind of fun. Broadly at the same time, England, the United States, and Australia almost had fascist overthrows of the government. Fun times. I think it was like Captain de Groot. I don't think he got jail time for doing the thing on the Harbour Bridge. And yes, the Mersey's the river. Yeah. That's go through Liverpool. Well, I think at the time, it was all New South Wales. It's like all the population was in New South Wales. But yeah, fun trivia that often doesn't get taught. England, the United States, and Australia all almost had fascist coups. Fun times. Hey, Greg. Oh, it's a bit late, but it's nice that you're dropping in to say hello. Always good to see you, man. Yes, Melbourne did exist, but it was a while before Melbourne caught up with Sydney as a population centre. Also, asterisk, I could be completely wrong. I need to throw that out there. Actually, I'm on the internet. Let me look something up. I'm going to go Melbourne population 1930. Okay. Oh, it wasn't that far. Sydney had 1.2 million and Melbourne had about 1 million. So there you go. But Melbourne population was only 1.1 million in 1940. So it barely grew in 10 years. There you go. So the population was actually closer. But I think there were many more people in New South Wales as a whole than there were in Victoria. Dr. Jones, you looked up the Merseyside Derby. Is Liverpool versus Everton. There you go. Red and blue. There you go. Yeah, so for the populations of Melbourne and Sydney are sort of always like this. Melbourne's the coolest place, man. Oh, no, on the global scale, we're both country towns, quite honestly. This was always funny. Mrs. Angry tells me, because she was living in London for a few years before she came to Australia. And when she came here and settled, she just wanted to settle in a nice, quiet place. So compared to London, Melbourne's just a nice, quiet, small population place. In fact, okay, so London's got 9 million people. Okay. So who's the largest now? Melbourne and Sydney. It's like it kind of depends how you measure it, is my understanding as well. I'm just waiting for this page to load. For some reason, it is just not loading. Okay, that's fucking ridiculous. Why is that page not loading? There's one thing saying Melbourne's predicted to overtake Sydney in 2031, 32, which would be 6 million. So we're currently 5 million. Okay. So we're half the size of London. All right, no, that's different. Oh, Suffer, I don't know shit about history, man, quite honestly. Yeah, so Melbourne and Sydney are currently half the size of London. Melbourne's the place to live, man, honestly. It's just there's more to do. It's just a much nicer place to live. What are the largest cities? Okay. Wikipedia. What does Wikipedia say? Okay, so Tokyo, population 37.5 million. Jesus, that's so far ahead of everywhere else. So Melbourne's 5 million, Tokyo's 37.5 million. Jesus. Delhi is 28.5 million. Shanghai, 25.5 million. Sao Paulo in Brazil, 21.5 million. Mexico City, 21.5 million. Cairo, 20 million. I did not know Cairo was that big. Mumbai, 20 million. Beijing, 19.5 million. Dhaka in Bangladesh, 19.5 million. Osaka, Japan, 19 million. New York City, 18.8 million. Karachi in Pakistan, 15.5 million. Buenos Aires in Argentina, 15 million. Chongqing, I don't even know. I don't know where that is. China, 14.8 million. Istanbul in Turkey, 14.75 million. Kolkata in India, 15 million. Manila, Philippines, 13.5 million. Lagos, Nigeria, 13.5 million. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, over 13 million. Tianjin in China, over 13 million. Kinshasa in Congo, over 13 million. Guangzhou in China, 12.5 million. Los Angeles, 12.5 million. Moscow, 12.5 million. Shenzhen in China, 12 million. Lahore, Pakistan, 11.7 million. Bangalore, India, 11.5 million. Paris, 11 million. Bogota, Colombia, 10.5 million. Jakarta, Indonesia, 10.5 million. Chennai, India, 10.5 million. Lima, Peru, close enough to 10.5 million. Bangkok, Thailand, over 10 million. Seoul, almost 10 million. Nagoya, Japan, 9.5 million. Hyderabad, India, 9.5 million. London, 9 million. Tehran in Iran, almost 9 million. Chicago, 8.8 million. Chengdu in China, 8.8 million. Nanjing in China, 8.2 million. Wuhan in China, famous for COVID, over 8 million. Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, over 8 million. Luanda in Angola, 7.7 million. Ahmedabad in India, 7.6 million. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, 7.5 million. Xi'an, China, 7.5 million. Hong Kong, 7.5 million. Dongguan, China, almost 7.5 million. Hangzhou, China, 7.25 million. Well, we're a lot of representation from China. 7.25 million Foshan, 7 million in Shenzhen, Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, almost 7 million. Baghdad, Iraq, 6.8 million. Santiago, Chile, 6.68 million. Surat, India, 6.5 million. Madrid, Spain, 6.5 million. Suzhou, China, 6.3 million. Pune, India, 6.25 million. Harbin, China, over 6 million. Houston in the United States, over 6 million. Dallas in the United States, over 6 million. Toronto, Canada, 6 million. Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, 6 million. Miami, Florida, 6 million. Belo Horizonte, I've never heard of that one. Belo Horizonte in Brazil, 6 million. Singapore, 5.75 million. Philadelphia in the US, 5.7 million. Atlanta in the US, 5.5 million. It's my personal favorite city. They probably pronounce it Fukuoka. Looks like it's fuck you, okay? In Japan, 5.5 million. Khartoum, Sudan, 5.5 million. Barcelona, Spain, 5.5 million. Johannesburg, South Africa, 5.5 million. St. Petersburg, Russia, 5.3 million. Guangdong, China, 5.3 million. Dalian, China, 5.3 million. Washington, US, 5.2 million. Yangon, Myanmar, 5 million. Alexandria, Egypt, 5 million. Jinan, China, 5 million. Guadalajara, Mexico, 5 million. So, I don't know, Sydney and Melbourne would be in the top 100. There you go. Sorry, I just got obsessed with doing that. Hey, Justin and Noog, by the way. Oh, yes, no, the bombing of Yemen is fucked up. Australia signed on for that too. I was talking about Pantera. Oh, yeah, no, Pantera seem to be Nazis. Just like everyone's rolling in. We're coming up on time. It's okay, it's a lazy night. Sorry, I just got really upset with those city sizes then. But Sydney and Melbourne are both about 5 million, so they must be in the top 100. I just got kind of obsessed with going with those city sizes. I think in terms of physical area, I think it's like Townsville in Queensland is the most spread out geographical city in the world. Like the boundaries of the city of Townsville are the largest geographical, or one of the largest geographical areas for a city. Sorry, we're just bringing this up. The Houthis, like Yemen getting bombed, Houthis vowed fierce retaliation after US and British strikes against them. I mean, I'd be thinking that too. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Stuff you brought up Taiwan's election. I'm seeing one headline: Communist China clamps down on chatter about Taiwan's election. Jacinda Ardern got married. Former New Zealand PM after a 5-year engagement. There you go. Ooh, okay. This feels like a fun one from the ABC. I just found toxic part. This is not ABC. Toxic part of Aussie culture visitors hate. Is it bogans? Do they hate? US expat slams Aussies over. Okay, I hate the concept of tall poppy syndrome because it's normally like when you tell someone they're a piece of shit. It's tall poppy. And a US, sorry, we're getting into a stereotype now. A US expat. Aussies will sabotage you in the workplace if you're more successful than them. Bull fuck. Oh, yes, he's a conservative American podcaster. He's a cunt, in other words. He's a fucking cunt. Australians love to drink, love to do drugs, love to get smashed, love hookup culture. And he's a cryptocurrency. He's a fucking steaming pile of shit. He's worthless fucking garbage. Oh my God. It's just like all the different things. It's like, this guy's a piece of fucking shit. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to have a big rant, but I just stumbled across something and it was a big fucking rant. So it sounded like a numbers channel. I think what Greg's referring to things that were regarded to be spy things from the Cold War. If you tuned in particular radio frequencies, there were just voices saying numbers, and it was supposed to be some spy thing. It clamps down. It's like clamps from Futurama. Someone need clamping. But yeah, okay, so that guy that I was just having a rant about, obvious piece of shit. Obvious, complete fucking garbage. Nathan, I love sarcasm. Culturally, Australia is really conservative. People fool themselves; they're very easygoing, but Australia is culturally quite conservative. But okay, so this is from the ABC website. How do you rise above a toxic workplace culture? I love the sound of this. Let's see. Kelly Clarkson apologized for being toxic on her talk show. Jimmy Fallon had to apologize to staff after people on staff said how toxic the workplace culture was. Signs of a toxic workplace: harassment and bullying, lack of compassion or humanity, compounding negative experiences, observed mistreatment towards others, unrealistic levels of work pressure and associated stress, the idea that staff should do whatever it takes to get the job done, the notion that employees are disposable if they cannot perform or cope, status or prestige awarded for tolerance that normalizes unhealthy competition. Anyway, I think my workplace is really healthy. They at least talk the talk of not being toxic. How do I know if I'm being affected? Can affect both physical and mental health. Are you getting snappy or irritable? Are you developing signs of burnout? What to do? Be aware. Pay attention to what you're seeing, hearing, feeling. Acknowledge it. Talk about it. Acknowledge it. Honor the fact it's happening. Don't gaslight yourself with other people. Call it out. Don't be afraid to say that's not okay. Back up your colleagues. Say something to a colleague. I saw what happened. You didn't dream it. You didn't mishear it. You're not being oversensitive. That really happened. It's not okay. Report it. Considering reporting workplace issues to a union. I'm in the fucking union. Anyone fucks with me, the union's coming in. I swear to God. I don't actually expect that to happen. I think my workplace is actually pretty good. Speak to a mental health professional if you need help. That's good advice. Consider a new environment. Yeah, fucking quit. If the job sucks, fucking go. What are the laws about toxic workplaces? Organizations are legally required to identify and manage hazards to workers' psychological health and safety. What should employers be doing? Do staff have autonomy? Do they get support? Are they trusted to do their work? Open communication is a game changer. Justin, broadly, government workplace. Actually, Strixhagen, that's another good one. Ellen, why are all these talk shows so fucking toxic? Because the host is an ego maniac. Yeah. Nathan, when you're at work, shelf stacker, do you mind doing X? Oh yeah, no, you're autistic. You took it literally. He said, "Do you mind doing X?" You go, "Not my job," which is an absolutely legitimate answer. I think my boss knows they can come to me with things, and I'll get things done. But I've also kind of committed, because my boss is actually pretty good and checks in and says, "You've got a lot on you, okay?" I'm okay. I am committing now. I will come to you if there's too much. I'm going to come to you and go, okay, too much has happened all at once, and I need to manage that. And she's cool with that. So I live in hope that if things ever do get too much, my boss and boss's boss actually walk the walk and don't just talk the talk. So yeah. But very broadly, I think my work environment's good. I feel like I haven't been in there forever. It's only been 3 weeks. I feel like I haven't been there in forever. Oh, it's going to be so weird going back on Monday, but we'll go. We'll see what's what. Okay, are there any? I'm just looking at news headlines to find fun things. Oh god, what is this? The flip is the relationship phenomenon that ends in a breakup. Only men are aware of it. Okay, I'm kind of thinking I won't know this, but I'm gonna look. Okay, 20. This is on Mamma Mia, which is a women's site. Men are allowed. I'm allowed to read it. 2021. I went on a date with a guy I think about nearly every single day. I asked him how his last breakup happened. He said the same way all relationships end. One person likes the other person more throughout the relationship, then randomly the roles switch and the relationship can't survive the role of reversal, so it ends. I'd never heard someone describe a breakup in an attached analytical way. That doesn't actually make any sense to me. British journalist and author Dolly Alderton calls this exact breakup phenomenon the flip in her latest novel, Good Material. Male protagonist talks about how his relationship ended because one person was more keen than the other. What this does make the person who's less keen act as the manager of the relationship. They're the person who sets the pace of the relationship. When to move in together, when to go on couples trips, when to get married, for example. The keen bean is just happy to be there. He then says that roles flipped, making the other person manager, which didn't work out, leading to trouble. Yep, you know what? I went into this saying I won't fucking know what this is. This does not make any sense to me. Also, I've been in a stable relationship for 18 years, so what the fuck do I know about volatile relationships? Okay, as much as I hate news.com.au's clickbait headlines, this headline, if you eat this, you're a psychopath, I need to know what that is. Okay, is this going to be bitter stuff? Because I've heard this before, that liking bitter things is linked to psychopathic behavior. Prefer a super strong, freshly roasted black coffee over a cappuccino? Do you crave the intense case of 90% dark chocolate over white or milk? What about during a night out? Would you reach for a Negroni or gin and tonic over? Yeah, okay. This is an old thing. I've heard this before. That people with psychopathic traits tend to prefer bitter things over sweet things. Yeah, see, Nathan, you're with me, man. I've never heard of it. What the fuck? Yeah, about half my team didn't really take any extra time off, and some others took less time off than me. I'm the only one who took 3 weeks off. The rest of them took between 1 and 2 weeks off. Yeah, Justin, I also. Well, Shriki Sega, that was actually written by a woman. And yes, I also think you're right, Nathan. There are cultural differences on bitter over sweet, but I've heard this. I've heard this before that people with psychopathic personality tendencies tend to prefer bitter things. I thought that article was going to be more interesting, but it wasn't. Oh, I see some of them making fun of Dutton. Okay, here's a fun one. What I was going to say for people who aren't in Australia, but also people who are in Australia. So Australia Day is coming up, and it turns out one of the major supermarket chains chose to not stock cheap plastic shit from Australia to commemorate Australia Day because they never make any money out of it. They're like, basically, our customers do not buy this shit, so we're not going to stock it because we lose money on it. And the right wing culture warriors have taken that as, oh, Woolworths hates Australia. And now Aldi have confirmed they are also not stocking Australia Day stuff because it just doesn't sell. And just the right wing fuckheads who always argue in bad faith are going, oh, I hate Australia. They don't hate Australia. It's a purely economic decision. They're just going like, we are not going to make money giving shelf space to this cheap plastic shit from China. But I mean, you can faithfully rely on right wing culture warrior fuckheads to just argue in bad faith and talk absolute shit. But yeah, the patheticness of the conservative politicians in Australia trying to be pale imitations of Donald Trump is really fucking embarrassing. And your headline, why Swiss wellnesses David Donnelly fasts for 17 hours a day? Because he's a fuckwit who goes in for fad things that have no actual benefits for you. Jesus. Snake found dangling down from ice dispenser on door fridge. I'm assuming the snake was hot. God, okay, so that article about relationships was from a site called Mamma Mia. Here's a bunch of headlines from Mamma Mia. Why you should run your marriage like a divorce. When I was 18, I ended up in a billionaire's harem. Jesus Christ. Okay. Joe, I'm just randomly trying to see if there are any fun news headlines. Bedroom camera catches tradie red-handed in spicy act. I mean, is he whacking off? I'm who has fucking cameras in that? A young tradie gained international attention. Home owner caught the apprentice taking thirst traps. Oh, well, that's pretty fucking mild. I thought he was going to be caught jacking off. Okay, yeah, he's literally lifting up his shirt and taking pictures in the mirror. Oh, I thought he must have been jacking off. Fingerprints unique, not really AI-based study finds. Whatevs. Ooh, tips for making friends after moving to a regional community. Does it involve fucking farm animals? Sorry. That's the bit of voice of an ex-country person talking. Australia Post store caught selling fake designer jewellery. Lol. Call for boycott backfires. Of course it does. People are just going like, get fucked. What happened to Ruby Rose? Where's I don't know. She's probably still working. Pile up on Sydney's Parramatta Road. Damn. Tanker wiped out multiple cars. Dang. Trump defies judge in New York civil fraud case. Oh, how the fuck is Trump going to say America's fucked? Sorry. It's just like, God damn it. It's ridiculous. Oh, God, they're still milking stuff about Queen Elizabeth's death. Good Lord. Stupid tech stuff at the CES tech show. Actually, no, I like this is a headline. Stupid stuff. Companies forced AI upon at CES. I like this idea. A pillow. Company had a really creepy billboard of a man staring at you. An AI-enabled pillow that will recognize when you start snoring because of small movements and lightly jostle you to make you stop. Oh man, an AI snore detecting pillow. A toothbrush. This Wi-Fi enabled toothbrush will give feedback on your brushing in real time by talking to you. Oh yes, this thing Rabbit, little walkie-talkie that does tasks. A cat flap. Flappy is an intelligent cat flap that won't let your cat in if it's holding a dead creature. Ensuring the cat leaves death and decay at your door rather than under your couch. This is all on Gizmodo, by the way. Oh my god! Oh, this was Homer's illegitimate brother. A phone app that translates a baby's cries into English. The app named Capella. Charge $10 a month. Tell you if baby's crying because that is Herb, Homer's illegitimate brother. Herb got rich with technology that translated baby cries. Oh my god, Simpsons predicted it. My god. Strict, say how many people fucking animals in Dubbo? Like half of them. I was not so much upset as disappointed, Nathan. I was disappointed the guy wasn't jacking it. Okay, was there anything else stupid besides Homer's illegitimate brother's baby thing? A self-driving pram. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's going to get babies killed, definitely. A dog bowl judges your dogs for being fat. Collar and dog bowl combo tracks your dog's exercise, decides how much food they're allowed to get. Yep, and as they say on Gizmodo, can't wait till that makes a leap to humans. Honestly, I deserve to have something like that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Being the fat bastard that I am, I should actually have a collar fitted to me that legit looks at food and goes, "You can't have that." And I should get shocked if I try and eat it. Honestly, I know, Nog. Who wants a toothbrush that talks to you? You get hacked. But you know, my toothbrush wants to tell me I'm a dirty boy. Why not? Oh yes, I saw those translucent screens. Like when they're not in use, they're clear. I saw that people were getting pretty wowed by those. Yeah, Nathan, that is literally what I was thinking. Self-driving pram with Tesla technology is definitely going to get babies killed. No two ways about it. That's just a bad. That's a bad thing. Oh, get some hydration in. Oof. Yes. Pram has stolen my baby. Yeah, it would fucking happen. It's a terrible idea. It is an absolutely terrible idea. But I mean, I would probably have a lot of fun at a trade show like CES, quite honestly, because as sarcastic and negative as I'm sounding, I do actually love tech. Ooh, improvements in understanding multiple sclerosis. Well, that's good. Making friends is hard when you're over 40, but this is why it's necessary. Is it? Is it? I don't like people. I don't want people. All right, but I'm going to look at this article because I'm just barely over 40. I'm 41. I consider myself an expert at making friends until middle age. According to research, yeah, friends when you're a teenager is easy. After a decade living in Australia, son came along, mother's groups, life is busy. 42 after a decade of friends. So she's my age. Can anyone tell I'm lying when I say I'm 41, 42? I think not. I think my cunning plan is working and people think I'm only 40. Hired by Women's Lifestyle website as an older intern. Helps women's return to the workforce. Nice. Bonded with another woman, being the oldest member as an editorial. Friend knew what I was up to on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Psychologist Tracy Williams says new friendships can be wonderful for our mental and physical health. Doesn't mean making friends is easy. Places such as pubs or clubs might be popular to meet and develop friendships. Oh, fuck no. Am I going to talk to a stranger when I'm out? No, seriously, if I'm going out, I'm either going out with Mrs. Angry on a date or I'm just going to a cocktail bar or something. And it's like, fuck off and leave me alone while I enjoy my cocktail. Jesus. From a well-being point of view, research points to the importance of maintaining connection with others. I suppose. Actually, being happy is important. I know that was actually more boring than I thought it would be. So, Nathan, you turned 30. People think you're in your early 20s. There you go. I couldn't grow any facial hair till I was like 27. So I looked about 18 till I was 27. And also, Nathan, I think you're right. Tech people just throw shit at a wall to see what sticks. Wow, was there a $3,000 cat litter box? Scoops and bags the shit and seals the bag. That seems over the top. I know, Safa. I mean, you know, this is why I just like doing these chill out streams. It's always kind of funny when one of those trolls go, "We're doing this. Yeah, you used to do videos." So I don't want to do the videos anymore. I don't want to pursue the whole YouTube thing. This is just like friends. This is just hanging out and being chill. And it's also kind of funny to me when those troll dickheads don't understand the concept of just hanging out and chilling and having a friendly time and going, I think I know why you don't understand why that's a good thing, because you're a piece of shit and you don't have any friends, basically. So strictly saying, people pick you early 30s to mid 40s. Yeah. I mean, pre-COVID, when I had when I was dyeing my hair and beard, it's incredible how much that fools people. And I just got bored with doing it. So I grew my hair and beard out. So this is my natural color now. But if I dyed it again, I'd look 10 years younger and people would just assume I was 10 years younger. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? I can't be fucked, essentially. So, yeah. That happens to short people. I'm a short people. Oh, yeah. No. And I actually dipped out of the. Remember the original Adpocalypse, which was, I don't know, 10 years ago? I voluntarily demonetized my channel and stopped trying to optimize stuff for YouTube more than 10 years ago because it's just like, well, this is bullshit and I'm never going to meet these standards. So fuck it. I'm demonetizing my channel and I'm just going to do whatever I want to have fun. I no longer am pursuing the whole YouTube thing. Like, seriously, about 12 to 15 years ago was when I was the most likely to make something of YouTube, but I don't know, it just didn't match how I was feeling. So, Harry, you reckon YouTube's not a good source for consistent? Yeah, it's just like, and for creativity, I have my cocktail channel, which I really enjoy. Yeah, and I did enjoy. The furry one, yes, where the people got gassed at the convention. That was fucked up. I was 100% on the furry side for that. Furries are lovely people. I know there are bad furries because I've heard the stories, but everyone I know has been good. Have I saved heaps? No, I used to only dye my hair every couple of months, so I did not save a lot, and it was only supermarket hair dye. So I didn't save a lot of money. Everyone's sponsoring with energy drinks and yeah, and that's also kind of shit. Oh shit, you were at that actual convention, Harry. Holy shit. Yeah, that was fucked up. Someone fucking trying to, I think it was chlorine gas, wasn't it? Because it's pretty easy to rig up a chlorine gas bomb because of how volatile chlorine is. And you just get pool chlorine and do some untoward things with it. And it can be extremely dangerous. Okay, can I find another fun article to read? Viewfinder Kirin is a beautiful panoramic digital camera. I don't think I want it. I don't think I care. All I want is a camera with really sexy slow-mo, because I like that for the cocktail videos, pouring stuff in a glass and having it going sploosh. Aggressive measures in COVID early years credited as saving thousands of lives. Duh, tens of fucking thousands. I always come back to compare Australia to Florida, because Florida uh, has a population slightly smaller than all of Australia, and yet in the first 2 years of COVID, Florida's death rate was like, and I'm not exaggerating, 50 times higher than Australia. We had a couple thousand deaths, and they had 80 to 100,000 deaths. It was ridiculous. Um, Tasmanian hempcrete producer warns government. I don't know what that is. Choose the best cookware. That sounds boring. Oh, a sex tourist got charged after coming back from the Philippines. Good. Uh, Donald Trump's Lamborghini. Donald, okay. I'm just thinking someone my shape, and Donald Trump is slightly worse than my shape. Donald Trump could not get into a Lamborghini Diablo. He just couldn't. It's not made for someone built like Donald Trump, or to be fair, me. Oh, yes, the government should do an inquiry into supermarket price gouging, definitely. Archaeologists uncover cluster of lost cities in Amazon rainforest. Well, that's cool. Oh my God. Sorry, this headline. Landlord's human rights at stake, says lobby group as fight gears up over Integral. If I was in charge, everyone involved with saying that would just be, I don't know, put in the stocks in the public square so we could throw rotten fruit at them. Birds falling from trees in Western Australia because of record heat streak. Yeah, oof. I feel so bad for people in Western Australia. It's been so brutally hot. Less than 10% of Australian scorpions are known to science. There you go. We've got a bunch of mystery scorpions in Australia. America stunned by unrecognizable Aussie. Okay, that seems weird. What the fuck is this about? Oh, Luke Longley. Okay. Oh, okay. And it's literally just because he's got long hair and a beard now? And when he played, he had short hair? Jesus. Okay, whatever. Drugs alone, not cause of mass overdose at Melbourne hard mission raper. We need pill testing. Jesus. Caused by heat and a high MDAM dose and contaminants. There you go. Woman. Okay, this is a stupid fucking headline, and I'm gonna have to click on it. Woman divorces new husband after wedding day prank, but not everyone is convinced. All right. This is going to be stupid as fuck. Caused a debate on Reddit. She filed for the divorce after a wedding. Husband pushed her in the wedding cake as a joke. Bride initially caught her partner watching wedding prank videos months earlier. Told him if he ever did a prank on their wedding day, she'd break up with him. So she went to cut and he pushed her face into the cake. Okay, that's just stupid as fuck, honestly. They're a bad couple. If she said don't do it and he did it, they're a bad couple. Hey, Pat. Oh, yes, no, good call. A Countach would be even worse for Trump. If only Prince Andrew. Yes. Oh, my God. He absolutely should be jailed. It's probably one of the things I agree with Mao on, honestly. Landlords. I agree, Harry. Why would you be that obnoxious? It's also possibly not true. people post stuff on Reddit that's just not true. Oh, okay. Here's one right up my alley. 5 deliciously good cocktails to make this summer. And now I will be a super fucking snob and talk about whether these are actually good or if they are shit. So prepare for me to be an obnoxious prick. Okay, top 5 summer cocktail. Fig leaf gimlet. Good drink. I'm just straight up saying. So it's gin, fig leaf cordial lime. Good drink. Okay. They tell you how to make fig leaf cordial. Kevin Koss did that on YouTube, and there are some fig trees in my neighborhood. I'm absolutely going to get some fig leaves and make fig leaf cordial. So, okay, I said I was going to be a prick, but the first one I'm completely on board with. Fig leaf gimlet, good cocktail. Second one, watermelon basil smash. Gin, watermelon juice, lemon juice. Not to my taste, because I don't like watermelon, but gin, watermelon juice, lemon juice, sugar syrup, basil leaves. If you like watermelon, that would be a good drink. I don't hate it, but it's not my thing. Okay, this one's called Twisted Passion. What is Zenzero? Gin, Zenzero, passion fruit pulp. Lime juice, top it with lemonade. It's like a spritz. Website's not tested. Oh, fuck off, Trend Micro, honestly. Yes, I'm old enough for gin and tonic. It's a traditional Italian liqueur like limoncello, but with ginger. So it's a ginger liqueur. Okay. So it's gin, a ginger liqueur, passion fruit pulp, lime juice, top of. I mean, honestly, that's probably good. That's probably good. Mulberry gin sour. Mulberry gin, so that's like a slow gin. Lemon juice, sugar. Yeah, that's good. That's also good. Coastal Colada. Coastal vodka, pineapple juice, sugar syrup, coconut cream. That's probably good too. Okay, I was going to shit all over those, but they're all probably good, quite honestly. So I'm slightly disappointed because I was all geared up to be really snobby and obnoxious and say these people were suggesting shit cocktails. But it was a marketing article built around a gin maker, Kangaroo Island Distillers, and honestly, I think they're actually probably all good. So there we go. Pope Francis calls surrogacy deplorable. Damn. Okay. Rent and buy regionally. Yeah, but then I'd be living regionally. Fuck that. Australia has been warned its reputation is tarnished. Okay. Is this going to be something I don't give a shit about? Australia's reputation in human rights has been tarnished by its cruel treatment. Yes! Fucking completely agree. Australia's treatment of refugees is disgusting and criminal. It's vile. Ooh, Microsoft overtakes Apple as world's most valuable company. Who'd have thunk it? I kind of thought Microsoft was yesterday's news. Dang, good for you. So, articles about how Ecuador is having a bad time. That's not good. Ugh. Sorry, I was just thinking about someone I don't like. I don't even want to do it. Fair Work Commission recommends changing laws about super. Sad reason. Oh, God. No, fuck it. Dropshipping is fucked and bullshit. Oh, yeah. Punditry on the US presidential election. Who the fuck knows? Gen Z teens are covering their faces in family photos. Nose cover, all about the new Gen Z trend taking over. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is like insane. Like young folk just trying to fuck with their families, I guess. Okay, y'all can fuck off. Trying to get around my ad blocker. What's this? Young folk covering their faces to appease parents. Nose cover. It's like the Sun saying teens are extremely online. Seek out embarrassing photos of each other to mock or tease them. Oh my god, the fucking media need to die in a fire, honestly. Which California city is home to Disneyland? Okay. Sport, we don't care about sport. Oh, who knew the bogus drug Trump touted as a COVID cure increased chances of death? Who fucking knew that Trump was full of shit? Ooh, Canberra's got an extreme. Although that was for Saturday, so that's already over. Cars. Man swept out to sea and drowns after trying to get sunglasses from water. Well, that's fucked up. Millions of Australians have chronic pain. Yes. Toadbusters take on exploding cane toad population with gloves, bucket, and torch. Good advice is hard to come by. Here's how to find it. Yes, come to me. I'll always give you good advice. Honestly. I was strictly saying, but how good was it in Guardians of the Galaxy when Peter Quill had a cassette mixtape and one of his space buddies went, "We found this new thing. It's called a Zune. Holds 130 songs." That was so fucking funny. And what I loved about that is they were suggesting Earthbound humans were like the only species across multiple galaxies that liked pre-recorded music. That was a weird concept to me. But anyway. There you go, Justin. You got 28 cents for a single Microsoft share. Nice. Twisting Woman's $40 living room cafe. What the fuck is this? Okay, this is again dumb clickbait, and I'm clicking on it. Canberra residents ad promoting a cat cafe caused a stir. Cafe would be run from a living room. People have to bring their own coffee. So she was going to charge people $20 an hour just to hang out. Very strange. People are very strange. That's okay. Entitled mum returns all gifts her daughter got. Is shocked that Child Protection Services called. Jesus Christ, there are some weird fucked up things. Cleaning products. What the fuck? Dry January mocktail recipes. I'm actually an advocate for coming up with creative non-alcoholic drinks for people who want to have a fun drink that's non-alcoholic. Oh yes, Nug. I love that trope / meme. Humans are space orcs because we're super fucking dangerous, basically. So Strictly Sega, there is a movie about it. The History of Future Folk. I'm not familiar with that one. Okay, but it's good. I'm not familiar with that. I might look. Okay, you know what? I might look that meme up. Humans are space orcs. I put SP and it auto completed to space orcs. It's on. Oh, there's actually a subreddit called Humans are Space Orcs. That's not really what I wanted. Tumblr posts? That might be what I wanted. The humans were at third meal when Zorak sat on the bench. The nutrient researchers had been experimenting with the human flavors, attempting to add it to the meals. This bowl had a slight savory undertone that Zorak appreciated. Ren moved to allow Zorak to sit next to her, which caused a weird constriction around the Stark fluid pumping organ. Ren smiled, and it happened again. I don't feel sorry, Adam was saying. You sprained my wrist. Steve was clutching his extremity to his chest. You should have landed the right way. Shut up, Carrie grumbled. As Carrie lifted a utensil to her mouth, Zorak caught a glimpse of a long cut running the length of the lower half of her extremity. How did you hurt yourself, Carrie? She looked surprised. Where? Zorak traced the line with the talon. Carrie twisted, looked at the scab. Oh, I wonder when that happened. Oh, okay, this is actually not going to be that interesting to read, I don't think. But you might enjoy it if you look up Humans are Space Orcs. Oh, nice. Noog, you contribute to the subreddit. Nice. There was a more succinct one. Let's see if I can find the more succinct one that I liked. Best Humans are Space Orcs ideas. No, that's not going to cut it. That's not what I want. Wait, what's this one? Yeah, no, I think that I might leave that to other people to explore. It's all a bit much for me to. As I remember reading some ones that's like fun that, humans will keep going if they're injured. And it's a whole thing. So. Oh, you're rolling in cash, Justin. Your one Microsoft shares gained $86 since you bought it. Noog, absolutely yes. Actually, maybe on the Discord. I think you're on the Discord. Post links on the Discord. Suffer, you're asking, do I like to eat eggs? Eggs are fine. I was consuming eggs tonight in the form of eggnog. But I like omelets. I like fried eggs. I am a consumer of eggs. I do like fried eggs, with bacon or sausages or chips or whatevs. I do like fried eggs. I don't make them a lot, but I do like them. But just thinking, just randomly, my blood orange liqueur. I have this impulse to just drink some of this. Oof. Okay. Oh, put this back here. I think I'm missing a reference there, Nug. Car Talk. Oh, no. Yes, Car Talk with Martok. Yes. You just saw that I posted that. It sounded vaguely familiar. I posted that on the Discord, didn't I? Talk of Tide Mum meal last night. Moved for doing dinner. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The roast chicken and coleslaw and bread rolls. Mrs. Anger and I had fish and chips. Well, neither of us had fish and chips, but local fish and chippery, which is very good. Mrs. Angry had grilled salmon and a Greek salad. I had calamari and chips. So technically, neither of us had fish and chips. But we got our dinner from a fish and chip place. And it was very good. Oh yeah, that's good. My blood orange liqueur is fucking nice. It's pretty boozy, actually. So, yeah, I was very happy when the fish and chip place opened. It wasn't there when we first moved in here, but it probably opened like 5 years ago or something. And it's good. It's good fish and chips. So, Neil, you're a fan of DMTV who make Car Talk with Martok. Check out the Nausicaan standoff. Oh, neat. Cool. Oh, I keep forgetting there's a fucking Carl's Jr. in Australia. Actually, I don't think I've ever had Carl's Jr. And also agreed strictly Sega, some tablets are very powerful. If I got a good tablet, I'd probably really be into it and probably be really dependent on it. But thus far, I still have never had a tablet. Mm. Yum. Okay, my homemade blood orange liqueur is really yummy. Has a really sort of cognac-y feel. The base was actually Polish rectified spirit, the spiritus, which is like 95% alcohol. But I diluted it way. I used the 95% alcohol to leach the color and flavor out of blood orange peel. And then there's, I think I made an oleosaccharum with blood orange as well. So it was a blood orange sugar syrup and then blood orange juice. So it's a whole thing. Yes, I did actually buy. No, I didn't buy it. We did a GoFundMe for AZ to get a tablet. I didn't actually buy it for him. I gave him a laptop, but we did a GoFundMe for a tablet for AZ, which he found very useful. Yeah, Strixie, I'm kind of the same. I've got a computer and I've got a phone, but I kind of feel like if I had a good tablet, I'd probably end up being really dependent on it. But I survive fine without one. So, but yes, I know AZ really liked his tablet because you could just touch it and it's less precise. You have to be a bit more precise with the phone and whatnot. So yes, I think AZ really appreciated his tablet back in the day. But that was good. We did the little GoFundMe and we got the money for a tablet. Christ, I don't know, Justin. It was quite a few years ago, so it was certainly out of date. It wasn't an expensive piece. I don't know, if boss of the house did something with it or whatevs. I didn't track any of that stuff. Um, the most I did because I was paying his phone bill, and I just called up Telstra and went, "Yeah, hey, so I've been paying this guy's phone bill and it's coming to my house even though he doesn't live here. He died. I'm not going to pay it anymore. Just so you know." And they're going, "Oh, can you guys?" And I was like, "No, I'm just telling you I'm not going to pay it anymore." And they were like, "Oh, we need to like settle it. Are you the executor?" No, I'm not. And this person they were actually trying to be helpful. And I said, "You know what? I'm not the executor. I don't have any of this stuff. I will talk to the executor. I'm just telling you, he died, and the phone bill's never going to be paid again." So I did actually contact boss of the house and just look. Telstra said this. They want to see this, and blah, blah, blah. And it actually worked. I did actually get a confirmation from Telstra that goes, "Oh yeah, that's being cancelled." I was like, "Okay, cool. I don't care because I just wasn't going to pay it anymore." But that was a whole thing. Telstra are actually pretty good about it. I'm actually not ragging on. There are probably things I would rag on Telstra about. This wasn't one of them. They were kind of fine about it. You're like in the Mornington of Perth. Yeah, the Mornington Peninsula is like the other side of the bay. So I'm not that far from St Kilda where I am. It's like the city and the area of St Kilda's on one side of the bay, and then you go all the way around the other side. It takes about an hour to get there. That's Mornington. Yeah. Strictly Sega, like my one time visiting Perth, I did I did get to travel a little bit. I can't even remember what the places where we went to. Um, lovely city though. Yes, Justin, absolutely. You're right. I think the customer service people have been trained to handle conversations about account holders who've died, handle it sensitively. They were actually pretty good. And even like when they're saying like, "Oh, well, we need this thing, the executor," and I went, "Yep, okay. You know what? I don't have it. I understand what you're saying, and you're doing the right thing. I don't have any of that. It's not going to be me. I was literally just calling you to tell you I'm not going to pay the bill anymore, but I will get the executor of the estate to give you this information." Brighton Beach is quite nice. That's a couple suburbs away from me. Go there sometimes. Oh shit! No, fucking phone alerts are louder than I thought they were. Made me jump out of my skin. Oh god, it's almost 11. Okay, I don't know. I might go to bed. I really want to thank everyone. It was a very quiet start tonight, and then everyone joined, like after 9:30, and it's been a lot of fun. So, um, oh, that's a left field one, Rottweiler dude. I've heard that too. I'm almost tempted to get Cyberpunk 2077. Some of the early problems with it, I had trouble believing the things people were saying were true. Wow, that's quite a walk. Port Melbourne to Brighton Beach. That's a walk. Alrighty, so I'm going to go sleepy bobos. We'll probably have a Sunday night stream. We'll definitely not go late because I've got to go into the office on Monday morning. But I'll probably be on for some time on Sunday night. So you'll take care and have a good time. I look forward to seeing you another time. But I'm going to say bye for now.